What's up, guys? Alvaro here, and welcome to the Bilingual Stock Market channel again. Let's go ahead and talk about some stocks and about the weird day that today we had in the market. And as usual, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, today Mario is joining me. What's up, bro? How are you?
I'm good, man. Thanks for having me.
There you go. It's always a pleasure, man, to having you on. Hey, um, what is going on, man? So today the Russell 2000 went up. The other indices went down. The Russell 2000 is
Mm.
our favorite market leading indicator. So what do you make of this?
Well, as I said before, right? Russell went up, but technically speaking, it didn't do anything. The only positive thing which we got out was like we held on to 168 in IWM.
Hmm.
Um, as long as we keep holding 168, as long as we keep holding like 385 in SPY, you can keep the risk level over there and try going long, I guess, because the risk to the downside is getting lower and lower to that of the risk to the upside. I'm not saying we can't go any lower, but something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, the
You can take the
Russell.
risk here and go long, I guess. Yep.
So the Russell was earlier on today in a
Mm-hmm.
in crash territory, and
Yep.
today it closed the trading session 29% of the highs. So we can make the case that the Russell is no longer, officially in a crash, but obviously it can re-enter into crash territory in tomorrow's trading session. But this is something that caught my eye. Even though nothing spectacular happens over here in technical terms, I obviously give you that. But yeah, the Russell was the only index that actually went up. You can make the case that yeah, people just got
Covering their
or
shorts.
purchased garbage stocks that were absolutely decimated. We can also say that, right? But this is some sort of
Yep.
puzzle piece that we have as of now on the table. Hey, Mario,
Exactly. Mm.
what has been going on with your Patreon? What about
Oh.
your? I mean, I am a member, and obviously I am taking advantage of your call outs. So
Mm-hmm.
tell us a bit more about your Patreon.
So as you guys know, I have my own Patreon running, and we do the call outs on SPY, we do call outs on QQQ every day before the market open. And
Very, very complete market update. What is it, like 20 minutes before the market opens?
yeah, most likely 20 minutes, you'll get it. Sometimes you get it before an hour, but you'll get it before the market open.
Oh
Like
yeah,
at least like before 9 o'clock, you'll get the
I
updates.
know miss for my
And
Patreon, bro. So I
yeah,
yeah I copy and paste. Hey, Mario's saying this, so watch out for these levels, supports, resistances, and stuff. And no miss for our community, for our Patreon. Correct.
appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
No.
And not only that, like every day, whenever before I take the trades or whenever I see some good setups, you'll see the detailed analysis from the technical side of things. You'll get the entries, you'll get the exit with the stop losses. So for the past 2 days, we called out like UPST to like $26. We called out like cost to like 282 and NVIDIA to like 162. Like these are
Yep.
some good call outs which we have over there. So if you guys are interested, go ahead, check out the link in the description, join the Patreon. Um, the goal is not to like just give out blind call outs. We also have a great community in the
Oh yeah.
Discord. You can always learn how to like, trade on your own instead of like blindly relying on me in particular. I'm also planning on adding more features like going live on YouTube for the
Awesome.
members of the Patreon in the
Perfect.
future. So go ahead, join the
So,
Patreon.
regardless of the tiers that you have,
Hmm.
if someone signs up, can they ask about your opinion
Yeah,
uh,
sure.
about any trade?
Oh yeah,
So
bro,
that they can
definitely.
just DM you, and that's it. You're gonna be always,
Yeah,
available over there. I mean,
yeah, definitely.
I
I,
haven't I haven't sent you a direct message to ask you
mhm,
about any stocks because we are in permanent contact in the in the
mhm.
in the main trading chat, right? But so
Yep, mhm,
anyone who
exactly.
signs up is gonna have direct access to you, right? In order to ask
Yeah,
you,
yeah. Most of my
you know.
Patreon members text me in private. Like whenever they have any questions, they just text me in private and they just get the opinion on
Perfect.
things. Like I'm always available, so
Oh
it's
yeah,
not a
you
big
are
deal.
you are 100% available throughout the trading session. So
Hmm.
that's certain because I am hanging out with you guys
Hmm.
from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. So go
Yep.
ahead and take a look. Check out the link that is in the description box of the video. Sign up for his Patreon. I already did it, and I am taking advantage of your call outs, bro. And I am also taking advantage of your market updates, 15 or 20 minutes
Appreciate it,
before
man.
the trading session opens. Okay, Mario, let's go ahead and take a look at QQQQ and and the SPY, triple Q and the SPY. What do you got over there?
All right, so let's start with
show me what you got. Hey,
S&P
something
500.
that is worth pointing out over here is the fact that the bulls were, or the bears, I should say, were 8 points away from the 20%, the 20% correction in the S&P 500 or the bear market. Let's just put it that way, right?
This close. Maybe tomorrow.
Dude,
maybe tomorrow.
They missed the number for 8 points, bro. So that's sticky note stuff.
Sticky note stuff, yeah. Something to keep an eye on.
Absolutely.
But so nothing says that. Oh, what the hell? In after hours, we are going lower.
Are we going lower? I just see upsticks over there.
Oh, we're going much lower actually. We're 390 in after hours, 2 points down.
So did something happen? Maybe.
No, just 2 points. It's just a regular day in 2022, I guess.
But I don't see. I mean, I'm just seeing 3 upsticks over here, Mario. What are your downsticks here? I don't see.
No, over here you can see the line. This is the after hour price. This is like around 390 bucks.
Gotcha.
In after hours.
I'm not accustomed to trading view. Okay, perfect. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. I got
so leading into tomorrow, as long as we hold on to 385, I don't see any reason to be like end of the world this year. Like we are like gonna tank all the way to like another 10%. No green days in May. We don't have to go through all that bullshit. But as long as like we hold 385, I would say if you want to go long, set your risk at 385, and you can take the trades over there to the upside. But if you break below 385 and close below 385 for the week, I would say be very careful because the next spot which we have is all the way down at 369. It's going to be a straight, it's going to be a straight flush down. And we do have some minor supports along the way, but the major support comes in at 369 bucks or 370 if you round it off. So that's something to keep an eye on.
Any visit down to 380, and if support happens to be found over there, might be a bounce back up play, right?
Kind of, yeah. At least for the intraday perspective, yeah.
Correct. Or on the other hand, if the bears happen to be able to take out 380, then we have room down to 370.
Yep.
Which is gonna be that will require a bloodbath, but I mean that's what
massive one actually.
Yeah, that's what is going on for the most part nowadays in the markets. Bloodbath after bloodbath after bloodbath. Okay, what about triple Q? What are you looking at over there?
Q. Did Nasdaq touch 30% already? I don't think so, right?
What?
Did Nasdaq touch 30% down? I don't think so.
I think that yesterday it actually entered into crash territory, man. I think so. I would have to double check on that, but yeah, I think so. You can actually take a look over there to see if we actually.
So the highs were somewhere around 408. Oh shit! Yeah, bro, we were down like 30%. Like today we were down 30% actually.
Earlier on today, as soon as the trading session opened, the Nasdaq 100 was officially in a crash, and then we bounced back up, obviously, right? So
they shot down Apple, so I don't think there is anything to like do.
Dude, Apple has gone down 10% in 2 trading sessions, bro.
Yep.
I was taking a look further back. This situation hasn't happened in something like 15 years. So absolutely,
bro, it's pretty
weird, man.
It's pretty easy to see right now, right? Like first small caps got shot, like IWM was the first to go down. And for a certain time frame, it was the big caps, like the FANG stocks are the only thing which was holding the markets. And then they shot down Netflix, they shot down Facebook, they shot down Amazon, they shot down Google. Now they shot down Nvidia. Nvidia was like done.
That's a big market cap stock.
Yep. Yeah. Now the last one on the cards is Apple. So now they're taking care of it.
It actually, I mean, earlier on today, Apple was like 24% of the highs, and it dropped. I mean, I made good money today out of Apple because I got calls the right way. I ended up making like $800, and it is oversold in major time frames. And bro, I mean, this is absolutely abnormal. So Apple went down, as I just told you, something like 11%. In only 2 trading sessions, so I think that Apple is due for at least for a relief rally, a decent relief rally, 2-3% or something like that.
You think so?
I think so.
I mean, as long as 139 is holding, like I can take a risk. Like you're right. As long as 139 is holding, we
it
can
held
take the risk
today.
to the upside.
And take a look at that doji candle, right? A lot of
Yep.
indecision, right?
Exactly.
So
And
anything can
also,
happen
like,
tomorrow. Yeah.
the worst part is if we close below 139 tomorrow, it's gonna be like a bloodbath leading into next week. We are probably gonna go all the way down to test 135 in future.
135. That's what you see in the cards. If
Yep,
139.
135.
Okay.
Easy.
In order to take a trade, what would you do here? What would be
And
your plan tomorrow?
okay, if you're a bull in Apple, if you want to go long in Apple, you can set the risk level as $139, right? So, but if you see candles closing below 139, get out. Like, because you set your risk at 139, as long as it stays above $139, the probability risk to reward to the upside is massive, right? So if you just keep hanging around in 139 for a while and then like start bouncing above, then yeah, that's a good thing. But the more we stay in this range at 139 to like 144, 139 range and not doing anything, probability of testing all the way down to 135 is way higher, way higher.
Okay, that's fine. So from 139 up to 143, 144, we have a long trade. And if 139 happens to be violated, then we have a short trade. Down to 135, 134. Perfect. Let's go ahead and take a look at Affirm, Mario. Let me pull up here my Thinkorswim because they posted earnings today. Let me see what they did. Let me minimize here. I think that they posted a good report, but you know the way it works, man. Whether you post good or bad earnings, you're coming down. So it is. I mean, Affirm is up after hours. I think a lot. It is.
Yeah, they reported pretty decent earnings. Like not that much, but
30% up after hours. Yeah. So let's see what they did. So EPS came in at a loss of 19 cents, beating the estimate of 54 cents. Wow, this was a very decent beat, no?
Yep.
Sales came in at 354.76 million, beating the estimate of 344.003 million dollars. So a very solid report. Okay, I have guidance over here. Let's see. So sales should be for full year 2022 between 1.33 billion up to 1.34 billion versus 1.33 billion estimate. So they are up guiding, bro.
Yep.
They are up guiding. So and obviously this is a very ugly looking chart, but we know Mario. There are gonna be people trying to take a trade on Affirm tomorrow. So what do you see over here?
Let me pull up my screen.
Okay, yeah.
Sanad, what's the deal with us going over all the falling knives for the past few days?
That's the only thing that we find around, man. I mean, falling knives after falling knife. I mean, Apple, Mario, looks like a falling knife. Come on, bro.
Apple. I mean, Apple, yeah. I mean, for the past 2 days, as you said, 10%.
Knife, so come on, man.
Yeah, because like the stocks like this, right, with the bloated valuations, which used to be trading around what, $170, $180
this thing
at one
got
point.
Up to $160, man. Unbelievable. An absolute bubble.
Literally insane. Like, nah, it reached all-time highs of like 180, man. That's the worst part. Like 180 right now. Look at it, trading at $18. Like, absolute nonsense.
That was a decent haircut. So
yep. So leading into tomorrow.
Let's say that I am a member of your Patreon. I want to trade Affirm. What would you tell me?
So I would ask the members of the Patreon to personally stay away from it for the long trade. But if you want a long trade, I'll give you like, you can trade this all the way to like $25.63. That's the next resistance levels, which is an Affirm. So by tomorrow, yep, it was the previous support on March 14th of 2022. That's where we had a massive bounce to the upside.
Correct.
And that is important. After $25.66, we have $32, which was the lows of 24th of February.
I
so these two numbers.
Yeah, I don't see Affirm climbing that high.
Nah, me neither.
No, me neither. No, I don't think it is coming down, Mario. I mean, 100% of the stocks that post earnings come down. So, and mind you, bro, I was taking a look at the earnings reports that have been posted so far in the S&P 500, and as of now, we have seen 11% earnings growth so far in the S&P 500. That's pretty acceptable, man. I mean, if you
what is it compared to the last quarter, though?
Nah, come on, Mario. I don't have that. I mean,
no, I'm not saying
earnings are still growing, you know. So yeah, you can make the case that I mean, I have to take a look at the previous quarter, But we have, I mean, I have to take a look at the earnings growth, right?
Yeah.
From Q3 to Q4. But 11% is pretty acceptable, man. It doesn't look like we are in a pre-recession environment, right? But whatever, the sentiment of the market is bearish. You post earnings, you're coming down. It happens with Apple. It happened with Tesla. It happened with Micron. It happened with AMD. Record earnings go down. That's it. So that's it. Okay. So the short trade over here, Mario, what are you thinking about?
If you're a bear,
give me the puts, give me the strike price.
If you're a bear, which you should be, and the chart's looking like this, so
which you should be in this market.
I mean, it's like 25.73 is what I'm watching for. Like if we see any rejection over there at $25.73, short it right away. Because we're gonna come back all the way down. Like who knows how low can it go? Like no one knows. Like maybe like you can see $8 in Affirm. Maybe you can see like $10 in Affirm. So
bro, this would be this stock has to be, you know, on the top of our watch list tomorrow, Mario. This is a short, a legit short. If Affirm happens to fail at $25, right? We have a
short it immediately. Immediate short. That's it. Like because if they can't get our close candles about $25.66, right? It's like, nah, it's just gonna go down. Like where else will it go? Like people are gonna sell into this. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, if bulls fail at taking on $25, that's a short. I agree. I absolutely agree on that with you, because this is a clear previous support that now is going to act as a very strong resistance. So that's good, man. Perfect.
Yeah, so at two levels is like, if you want to be like absolutely perfect, it's like 2610 is the accurate level. But we can't be like accurate like 100% of the time, but around the ballpark, right?
Okay.
$25.50 to $26, you can set up your shorts. And if we break about $26 tomorrow, we can run a test to like $28, which was another short position. So the best scenario to be, which I see happening, is we open over here at $26 and we do something like this and we slowly bleed down in the rest of the days, upcoming days. Or another scenario is we open about $26 and then like hang around in between like 26 to like $28 for a while,
like seeing some sort of consolidation higher. And then and then pull up. Okay, perfect. Okay,
so these are the two scenarios.
Give me Tesla, Mario. My
Tesla.
What is going on over there? It held today $680.
Oh,
I mean,
$680.
Can you see it? I mean, that's a double bottom. That's a textbook double bottom.
It won't be confirmed until we break about the highs over here. Correct. 830 though.
But it looks like correct.
We need to break above it for now. Yeah.
What's your trade on Tesla tomorrow?
You can set the risk at $700.
Okay.
So if you want to go long on Tesla, set the risk at $700. I'm not gonna say that it can't go any lower because the trend is in the favor of bears, right? Plus the Tesla is a high beta stock. If S&P 500 goes down 1%, Tesla can go down 2%. It has a beta of 2 compared to that of the S&P 500. If S&P 500 falls 10%, Tesla can fall 20% to the downside. Yeah. So it's like kind of a volatile stock to trade in, but I'll keep 700 as a line in the sand. Below 700, we can come all the way down to like 660. That's the next important support which I have for Tesla, which was to like not 660, even lower actually. We can 650, 648, 84 is the lows of August 2021. We can go all the way down there. Below that, we are watching $627 or $630. So
if Tesla happens to consolidate tomorrow, slightly above $700, that's a good sign in order to pick up some shares or calls or.
Yep. So I mean, I see something like this going on, man. Like we just like do this for a while, and then like depends on what market does. We can either like do this, or we can just like consolidate here for a while and then like keep pushing higher to like just 840s again.
Okay, perfect. I agree on that. Okay, and lastly, let's go ahead and take a look at Microsoft.
Had an ugly day today, isn't it? Microsoft, one of the laggers in the tech sector.
Now take a look. What a horrible look. I mean, what a ugly looking chart, man. Unbelievable.
Terrible, actually.
We're talking about Microsoft, Mario. I mean, what a terrible bear market, bro. Take a look at that, man. I mean, what are we talking about here? Nano dimension, bio-nanogenomics. It's Microsoft, bro. I mean,
absolute madness, man. Like, I mean, I think this is one of the worst performing stocks in FANG today, right? It was down like 2% today.
Yeah, I mean most of the big tech stocks lagged today, and actually the tech sector went down. I think let me double check on that. Yeah, I think it went down. Yeah, tech was actually the worst performing sector today, Mario. It went down 1.03%. Yeah, almost 1%.
Mm.
Yeah. So, are you going long here, short, or are you staying
Uh,
away?
what I'm doing, if you want to trade Microsoft, you can just set the risk at today's low. 253 is a support for Microsoft, right? So, but you can go long at there and then set the risk at the lows of today, which was at somewhere around $249. Now, $250,
Very
02
risky
cents.
trade. Very
Very
risky
much,
trade.
very much, very much so.
Very ugly looking chart. So
Mhm.
that's something that is worth pointed out to
And
point out, right?
if we want to talk in near terms, we're not in oversold yet. So there is much downside to come. So
Oh yeah.
we can see 245, worst case scenario, or we can see all the way down to like 238.
Wow, that would imply an absolute bloodbath in both the S&P and the
Oh yeah.
X, right?
So we are currently trading at around 250, $253, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
$255, all the way to like 245. That's another like it's not much, it's just like 4% downside.
I
By
mean,
238, we're talking about like
yeah, but
7%.
if you grab puts, that's a nice trade there, Mario. From
Yep.
253 to 245, that's a super trade with
18
puts.
points. Yep.
Oh yeah, that's a lot, a
hmm
lot of money. So to the
hmm
upside, you don't see any chance of taking a long there.
Uh, yeah, you can play it to the upside as well. Like there is a
So
chance that we can
253
come
up
down
to
to like $265. It's the trend line over here, I guess. Like where did this come from? I think this trend line goes all the way from like COVID, I guess. Like, nah, this is nonsense. I'll just remove this off. So if you're playing to the upside, you can just like take the risk because the next resistance to the upside comes in at $261 up north. So if you want to take long, you can set the risk at $250. And then like as long as it's about $250, you can just hold your longs because it's a higher probable chance that we might have a dead cat bounce all the way to like $263 to the
okay,
upside.
perfect. Okay, awesome. So Microsoft takes out 253. Let's get puts.
Yep.
That's
Wait
it.
for 250 though. That's what I said. Like, if you want to go short on Microsoft, I would suggest you to wait until like it takes out and start closing candles below the
Below.
lows of today, which was like $250.
Correct.
Below that, we're watching 245.
So yeah, because it closed its trading session at 255, right?
Yep. It closed 255. After us, it's trading at $253 right
And
now.
what's the low of that candle, Mario?
250. 250 is the low.
Oh, okay, okay.
250.02 is the low of today. So anything below that tomorrow, it's a short all the
It's
way
a
to like
short. Okay,
$245.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay. Agreed on that. Okay, perfect.
Mhm.
Okay, bro. So thank you very much. Hey, what about your next videos? What are you thinking about?
I'm actually planning on posting some basics of spreads, talking about like vertical spreads in the next video,
Okay.
because right now we had some interesting news from Fed that they're still not considering 75 basis points. I'm like, wow, okay, I don't, so at this point, I don't even know what to say, bro. Like, to be honest with you, I'm just like, you know what, you do
Well, I
you.
mean, you
I
know
don't
that
want to stress myself out.
today we had the producer price index, which came out better than expected, 0.4 versus 0.6 estimate, excluding food and energy, obviously, right?
Yeah, if you exclude, I mean, like, bro, it's like saying like my girlfriend abuses me every day and she beats me every day. But if you remove those two qualities, she's really a nice person. Like, what the hell? Like, doesn't even make sense. Like,
But
that's the two important components, though, right?
mind you, Mario, if you take, I took a deeper look at the
Mm-hmm.
CPI data report yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
the core CPI, right?
Mm-hmm.
It supposedly excludes food and energy, right? But if you take a
Yeah.
deeper look at it, you find flight tickets and
Mm-hmm.
you find public transportation,
Yeah.
which are two categories that are very affected, by the very high prices of oil that we are seeing as of now. So I
Bro,
mean, oil ends up affecting any inflation report,
everything.
some way somehow.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that we got this better than expected, and I am quoting better, producer price index, this might be a sign, bro, that maybe the Fed is actually going to go 50 basis points in the next two Federal Open Market Committees, right? And now the big
Uh,
question is, how much of that we already priced in?
We did price in like 350 basis point hikes in the upcoming meetings.
Okay.
But the problem is, if I took a look at CPI, right, the food prices didn't come down. The whatever the report which we had the last month for the CPI, whatever the sectors which were down in the last month were up huge. Like as you said, like transportation was up like from 0.9, 0.3% to like 3% this month alone. And same with the apparels, shelters, everything was up. Energy, even with energy down 11% this month, we still got an elevated report.
Flight tickets up 26%, bro.
Yep.
26% month over month. Unbelievable. Public transportation up 14% month over month. So obviously, bro, the big problem here, the big problem here is oil. We need oil to come below $90, $80, which is something that is unlikely to happen as long as we have a war in Ukraine. So,
exactly, bro.
You know, and needless to say, the Chinese eventually are going to open back up once again 100%.
Also, bro,
China, if they find out that 3 people got COVID, they shut down an entire city.
Shut down the entire country. That's
like, it. What is this? But eventually they will, you know, they will relax those very, you know, extreme measures against COVID-19. And when China, you know, opens back up once again, and with the war in Ukraine still going on, then what are we looking at? 130, 140 bucks per barrel. So, so we still have a long way ahead of way ahead of us when it comes to inflation.
Exactly.
But the Fed is tiny, man. You know, they are increasing interest rates and they are decreasing the money supply. So let's see what happens, man.
To your argument, right? The inflation is mainly due to food and energy prices. But if you look at core CPI this month alone, for the one which we got yesterday, the core CPI was like the food, all items less than food and energy. Last month it was 0.6. This month we increased to like 3.1%. Like most of this thing came from new cars, I guess. The new cars were like last month it was up 0.2%.
Yeah, I mean,
this month we are up 1.1%.
And that's what the Fed is looking for. They need to contract consumption. That's what they are looking for. They need to have people spend less money as soon as possible. And one way of doing that, Mario, is hitting the stock market. That's the truth, because you know the sensation of wealth decreases, so people spend less money. And
slow the demand, inflation comes down. So that's what they're doing it right now.
Yeah,
so.
and they are doing they are doing it like, you know, to the letter. So let's see what happens. So
I hope they know what they're doing, man.
Bro, for your attention. Thank you very much for joining me today once again. And
thanks for having me, man.
Guys, go ahead and take a look at his Patreon. I belong to his Patreon, to his community, and yeah, we have a very active Discord chat. Mario makes very good callouts, so go ahead and take a look at the link down below, and also take a look at Mario's YouTube channel. He's posting very nice videos, 10 minutes, not videos that take very long. So thank you very much, bro, and see you next Tuesday.
Thanks, bro. Yep. Take care.
Bye, guys. See you. Bye. Have a nice weekend. Bye.